right, I hate to break it to you, but you have a Trojan horse in your midst. You have an enemy that's right on your person. It's called your cell phone. I'm going to teach you how to hack this thing so it doesn't kill you. Coming up next. Modern technology is fantastic. I'm pro technology. I'm excited about it. I've got all the latest stuff, probably just like yourself. But if you're like me, you're probably noticing that too much exposure to this technology is actually doing us some harm. I don't know about you, but every time I pick up my phone, it feels like a bear is chasing me. The stress runs through my body with email, with social media, all these different things. So in order for us to kind of catch up to what's happening to our body with this technology, we're going to have to put some measures in place that is going to allow us to be around long enough to experience later technology. So what I'm saying is many of us suffer from chronic stress. Now, acute stress is fine. Acute stress is great. We need acute stress, so if a bear is chasing us, we need to be able to run. But chronic stress means we're suffering from stress all of the time. And our cell phones, our technology, are one primary reason we're doing that. So I'm gonna give you a few tips that are gonna allow you to hack your phones to make it more manageable for you on a daily basis so you don't die from the stress that comes from the thing, all right? Number one, you need to leverage screen time on your phone. Now, for the Android users, there's another form of screen time available for you, but for the Apple users, for the iPhone users, which is most of you probably watching this, you can manage your access to your phone through the screen time already built in the iPhone. And now this is actually a probably underutilized aspect of the iPhone, and we can actually use this for our own good. So here's what I do. You can take screen time and you give your password to a trusted family member or trusted friend. I give mine to my wife, and I set limits for myself on different apps. So for anything social media related, I only give myself 30 to 45 minutes depending on the week. And so at the end of that 30 minutes, all of the apps essentially shut down. And in order to access them, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I'm gonna have to use either a desktop, so I'll have to go to a desktop, or I'm going to have to get access from my wife. Now, I've told her I do not want access, right? And unless it's an emergency for work or something like that, I do not want access. So don't give me access. I only want to be on the technology for this amount of time a day. And guess what? There are no emergencies for social media. There usually isn't. Unless your social media is attached to your work, you're likely not gonna have any sort of emergencies. So this is gonna keep you from being stressed out from all of the different news stories that come out, all the different posts, seeing your aunt post something she shouldn't post, all of these different things, these minor stressors, it's gonna take that off the plate for you. So limit social media with screen time. The other thing you can do with screen time is shut your phone down at a specific hour. So for me, my phone is dead at 9 p.m. in the evenings. So I have no access. I've killed access to everything on my phone except for the phone calls, the text messages, and Google Maps, so I can get somewhere if I need to, if there's an emergency. So I can call, I can text, and I can access Google Maps. And then I also leave open a few meditation apps in case I wanna utilize that. So no YouTube, no Facebook, no email, nothing like that. It's all gone. And what you're gonna find is that you have way more time on your hands. You're going to see that at Instagram. I'm on Instagram 30 minutes a day in the morning, and I've already used my allotment for social media. It's gone. You're gonna see how much time you have, how much time you spend that free time on social media. So you're gonna expose yourself, so to speak. And then in the evenings, you're gonna get a way more sleep. So you're not gonna be able to be up in the middle of the night on social media, scrolling through Twitter, seeing all the horrible news stories. That's not gonna be a problem for you. The other thing is, I don't turn my apps back on until 5 a.m. when I wake up to go do my workout. And so if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't keep yourself awake with your cell phone because there's no access to it. Tip number 2, a very difficult tip, remove your web browser. Remove your web browser. Now, a lot of people don't realize just how much they're on their web browser. You're really gonna see, so if you use screen time and you kill social media, you're gonna find yourself logging into Facebook through your web browser. So a way around this is to kill your web browser. So screen time can tell you how long you're on your web browser, but you're gonna find out how much you wanna use it. And you're gonna find this, after a few days, you really don't even need it. It's gonna just be gone and you won't have access to it, and you're really gonna just have your brain back. Cal Newport, in his book, Digital Minimalism, he talks about the idea that we've lost the ability to be bored. And our web browser is a primary way we fill space in our lives. We feel like the dead space in a room waiting for a doctor's appointment, or in the car waiting for someone to get in, or whatever it is, or driving in the back of an Uber, and you just are immediately on your web browser killing time looking up news and things like that. Our brains have lost this ability to just be in dead space, and we actually need that time Cal Newport makes the assertion that we need that time to be able to do deep work at a later point. So we need the ability to be able to concentrate. And with social media and with web browsers, we actually lost that ability. We fill time and so our attention span's really short, so we don't have the ability to do deep work for hours and hours on end if we need to. Third principle, and this is a good principle for you, remove the email from your phone. I don't care how busy you are, unless your job is specifically for that and you're on the clock and you're working, you should remove email from your phone. First of all, every buzz you get is gonna send shockwaves through your body of cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone. It causes us to store fat, and you don't wanna be storing fat just because you get a buzz from your email or a ding from your email. So remove your Gmail, remove whatever it is off of your email, off of your phone. That's going to free up so much mind space, so much mental clarity. And then Tim Ferriss talks about batch checking emails. And so if you're not someone who actively is emailing, like you're in sales or marketing or something like that, you can actually just batch check your email. So check at 8 a.m., check at 12, and then check at 4:30. So check all of your emails in batches, and that'll give you so much more extra space. All right, number 4, your earbuds. You can't take them out. They're constantly in your ears, especially if you have the Bluetooth ones. These things are glued in your ears. You wake up, they're in your ears while you're getting ready for work. They're in your ears while you're eating breakfast. They're in your ears on your walk to work or your bike to ride to work. On your lunch break, they're in your ears. They're in your ears when you're talking to people. They're in your ears when you're listening to podcasts and radio, and when you're working out. They're constantly in your ears, and many of us are falling asleep with them in our ears. This means that we literally have zero quiet time for our brain. And this puts our brain in this hyper anxious loop, and we're constantly thinking. And so when we sleep, our thoughts are all over the place. We're hearing podcasts, radio hosts in our heads and music in our heads, and there's no time for our own voice. So many of us hear voices in our heads right now. We feel like we're schizophrenic, but we're actually just listening to different things that we've listened to throughout the day. So removing your earbuds at most of the time and saying, okay, I'm gonna use my earbuds for these 1 or 2 or 3 tasks. That's gonna give you your brain back. And when you sleep, you're not gonna wake up with your mind racing a million miles a minute. You're just gonna hear your own voice, and you're gonna be in a state of calm. Again, earbuds in our ears all day means that we are not allowing ourselves any time to just be bored. We don't have any space to just relax, and we're losing that ability to do deep work, like Cal Newport says in his book. We're not able to concentrate when we need to concentrate because we're always over inundating ourselves with information. Tip number 5, use the phone to your own health's advantage. There are so many great apps. Normally we use our phone for things that addict us, like social media and email, right? Keep in mind, Google, Facebook hired people from Las Vegas who designed slot machines to create addictions for you, for your technology, so they can get more clicks and more ad revenue. So understand, if there is no fee to use Gmail, which there isn't, then you're the product, right? And they're selling you, and now you're starting to get ads in your email. And so understand, it's not always to your benefit to have these apps on your phone, but there are apps that are to your benefit to have on your phone. So apps we've talked about in the past on this channel, like the Calm app, like the Abide app. These are meditation apps that you can use, guided and non-guided meditation, to be able to get in the zone, to be able to calm your stress. And then there's also apps like heart rate variability training. This is a method where you create space in between your heartbeats to vary your heart speed. And so the more varied your heart speed is, the less stressed you are. The more systematic your heart rate is, the more stressed you are. And so you notice if you're stressed out, your heart starts going like this. It's rhythmic. It's too rhythmic. You actually want your heart rate to go dum 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 dum. You don't want it to actually have a rhythm, because that actually signifies a body that's not under stress. So keep that in mind. Another app you can use is Sleep Cycle. You can use your phone to track your sleep effectively. So download these apps. I'm gonna put links in the description for them. Find some apps that actually help you instead of hurt you. All right, and my last tip, if you are gonna use your phone all day and all night, kill the blue light. So I put these nerdy glasses on for you. These are blue blocking glasses from True Light. These block out a good spectrum of all the blue light. They call them day walkers, I believe, and you can use these throughout the day. They also have ones that are for nighttime that are bright red, that block out 99.9% of blue light. I'll put links in the description for these. But if I'm on my phone all day, you're gonna get eye strain, you're gonna get dry eyes, you're gonna get headaches. This is a great way, if you're working on a laptop all day at work, to eliminate that. So you don't wanna wear them outside, and you want the blue light from outside, but if you're inside looking at artificial light like I am right now with this camera light, these are a perfect option for you. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, would you like this video? Subscribe to the Ex Nihilo channel. I'm trying to get more biblically based wellness principles out to the masses. You can help me do that and pick up my quick start guide to health. It's 13 pages, jam-packed with all of the information you need to kind of jumpstart your health and go in the right direction. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you as well, and it's free. See you on the next one.